What's going on, everybody here at TrueSnD? My name is Hurricane, and today I'm bringing you guys a really nice gameplay on the map Cargo. I go 21-2 with the MP7 Silencer Extended Mags. My perks are Lightweight, Toughness, Extreme Conditioning, Perk 3 Greed with Dexterity, and C4 and a Stun. And my score streaks are the regular score streaks, UAV, Hunter Killer, and Lightning Strike. And I'm playing solo as I usually do. And I know Dobby talked about this about a week ago. He was talking about playing solo. But Dobby is a tactical player. He likes to, he's the guy that hangs back and picks you off as you're running by. But me, I'm the guy that he's usually picking off. So I want to talk to you guys about rushing and playing solo while rushing. Now I'm gonna bring up my class setup again right here on the screen. As you can see, I'm using lightweight so I can run fast, toughness so when I get in those one-on-one gunfights, I have no view kick. Extreme conditioning for me is an absolute must when I'm using SMGs. Assault rifles, those are a little bit different. You can get away with dexterity or attack mask or dead silence awareness, whatever floats your boat. Me personally, I don't really use dead silence or awareness too much. Every once in a while I will. But for me, I just prefer extreme conditioning, and I'm using dexterity also because we are playing on Cargo where there's a lot of levels, there's a lot of climbing that you have to do. So dexterity is a must on Cargo just so I can get up those crates faster. And a silencer. Now I usually don't use silencers. I'm usually the kind of guy that likes to have you come towards me, so I like to have a loud gun. But in this gameplay, it's a little different. I played it really smart. I flanked a lot, and whenever I fired my gun, the enemy didn't know where I was coming from. And with a gun like the MP7, I feel like it's just as powerful with the silencer. Even if you had like long barrel or quick draw or something else on it, I feel like it's just as effective. So you can get away with the silencer on it because it has a high rate of fire and it has low recoil and it kills at a pretty far distance. And since I'm rushing a lot, I like to use extended mags just because I don't want to reload as much. I want to just keep on moving and only reload when I absolutely have to. And I only saw this guy's forehead and he shot me with his sniper, but whatever. I'll take that death, I guess. And that was my first death, and I die this round also. So here we go. I rush straight down the middle. We're on defense. I get no hit markers with my stun, but I know that's a popular spot for snipers, and there's the guy that sniped me in the last round. So I throw a C4 at his face, and I climb up here, and I'm checking out the area, seeing if it's secure. And this is when I decide to slow down because I want them to make the mistake, as this guy does right here. He's not paying attention to where I threw the C4, and he didn't pay attention to the box that I could have climbed. So that was a mistake on his part. Now, I start to move back towards my spawn after I check out this area, seeing if there's anybody coming out of the spawn, any stragglers. So I check out this area for a little bit longer, and I notice that there's a guy throwing C4, so he must be close, and there's a guy killing people with pistols, so he must be close, as you saw him in the top window there. And I come up here and I kill this riot shielder in his back, and then I get out of the area. So as I come down here, I notice that there's a sniper, so I try to challenge him. He has a shotgun, of course. Why wouldn't he have a shotgun? But I'm not going to let that death stop me from rushing. I'm still going to rush just as hard as I was. Except this time I'm going to change up the rush route a little bit. So I like to throw a stun right here as I almost get tomahawked. And when I throw that stun, I usually get hit markers. And I notice that he's not using tac mask, so he's probably not using flak jacket, so he gets C4'd. That's his fault. So I start pushing into their spawn from the left side, changing up the rush route just because I don't want to be on top of those boxes because that's where I killed 2 people at last time. So I want to change it up. So this guy's coming out of the spawn, he gets shot, and I noticed that a sniper's shooting at me. I probably shouldn't have shot him right there, but I didn't want to just chase him from the direction that he got shot, so I try to go around the corners and try to find him. And I'm going to show you guys right here how far and how good the MP7 is with the silencer. I know I got a few shots on him before, but I got him at a pretty far distance, especially with the silencer. So now I'm in a 1v1 situation. Now I know this guy must be around the B-bomb somewhere because that's where the death skulls came up at. So I'm going to make my way towards the bomb, and here's something that I don't see a lot of people do. You have to check your corners when you're in a 1v1 situation because there's a lot of trolls. They like to use riot shields, akimbo pistols, ballistic knives, anything, riot shields with fast hands and C4, whatever it may be. And right here is where I find the guy. He has a riot shield. So I get the last kill, and we're moving on to the 6th round. Now right here I wanted to change my rush route again. I wanted to push the right side, but I remember that there's a lot of guys that like to camp with assault rifles on that side. And even though the MP7 kills at a pretty far distance, I don't want to challenge anyone with an assault rifle because I will lose that gunfight. And even though I'm still rushing to the middle, I still want to be unpredictable. And that's something that I feel I do really well in search. I flank really well, I'm very unpredictable, and since I'm using a silencer, you're not going to know where I'm coming from, and that's something that I stress a lot. Don't do the same thing over and over again. But the video is going to wrap up here in a few seconds. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to me, TrueSnD, or the rest of the directors here. On my channel, I don't do tips. I like to talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And then when I upload to TrueSnD, I like to talk about tips and rush routes and things like that. So if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. And as always, y'all have a good one. Peace.